Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to part four of our end of year project, our 23-part series. Once again, this is geared towards the 11th and 12th graders who I teach in my Research 1 class. However, I decided to create this platform and display it to you on YouTube because I figured that any high school graduate or young adult could benefit from it, or any high school student, period. But anyway, getting on to part four, which is car payments or car maintenance. Now, what's interesting about this is in this project, we are assessing where you will be immediately after high school. Not just the typical project, what do you want to be when you grow up, but taking inventory of what your situation either is or will be immediately after high school. So, for example, you may have a car payment, you may have a car that was purchased for you. You may have a vehicle that's already paid off and you're responsible for the maintenance. Or maybe you'll say what my students always say, which is that their parent or guardian handles all of that. Well, part of young adulthood is at least learning to be aware of what's happening, of what it costs for you to function in the world, for you to enjoy that vehicle, to enjoy that transportation. So if it's a new vehicle that's being financed or a newer vehicle that's being financed, that's going to involve a car payment. And if you're looking to purchase your own vehicle, if you finance it, you may very well have a car payment. And one important note with that is that's going to require full insurance. So if you're thinking of purchasing a vehicle, please understand that if you finance it, meaning if you're making car payments, you are going to need to have full coverage. That's going to be more expensive in terms of your insurance. So just be mindful of that. Now, if you're saving up for your own vehicle and you're going to pay it off outright, then you can afford to have liability insurance, or you have the option of purchasing the state minimum as far as insurance. All of this is important too because you're going to want to keep your insurance cost as low as possible. You're also going to want to look at what year, make, and model you want to purchase as far as your vehicle. You want to get your bang for your buck. You want to have some criteria. You don't want to just shop blindly. And if this has been provided to you, it would be to your benefit to learn about what you have, to learn what it is that it takes for you to have a vehicle, for example. If your mom or dad purchased you something, if they're paying for a vehicle that you drive, understand that that's a monthly payment and that until it's paid off, you have an obligation to have full coverage on that vehicle. So you're also going to want to ask yourself what type of vehicle, what type of gas mileage. Do you want a small vehicle? Do you want a large vehicle? Do you want a truck? Do you want, I don't know why you might want a minivan, but maybe you do want a minivan. Whatever it may be, part of this project and part of young adulthood in general is figuring out your preferences. So start thinking about that now, whether you actually have a vehicle or have transportation or not, or even if it's been provided to you. Do you like what's been provided to you, or do you want something more upscale? Do you want to have a luxury vehicle? Are you more focused on having what's called an A to B, something that's just affordable and reliable? Do you want to have something that's good on gas? You are going to want to consider all of these options. And as far as gas, which should be an important consideration, you're going to want to know what the gas tank size is. You're going to want to know what the highway miles are versus on the road, I believe it's called, or whatever it may be. I think it's highway or street miles. So you're going to want to know how many miles per gallon your vehicle gets so that you can calculate how much you'll be spending on gas. Obviously, if you have an SUV, that's going to be more expensive on gas than if you have a compact sedan. And if these terms don't make sense, you're going to want to review what a compact car is, what a sedan is, what an SUV is, what a Jeep is, what a van is, any of those things. Please make sure to be mindful of that. Think about whether or not you want to have a hybrid vehicle. Maybe you want to have a Tesla. Maybe you want an electric vehicle. Just these are many things that you're going to want to consider when you're thinking about what type of vehicle you plan to drive or purchase.